And that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the eye. One.
Throwing is Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down.
Double dog. That's the way.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes can work as well.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Jags grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, When there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Fournette, a first down carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, great. Yeah, go, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for James O'Shaughnessy. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Mariota. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain still. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now Doug Moreau not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive with Johnson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Titans. Look at the big man rumble. 30. 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it? And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Switch it.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. This from 25 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
14, Titans 3.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
Watch the twist, watch the twist! Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist! Twist! Watch the shift, watch the shift.
12!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Here we go! 180!
Watch 54, watch 54! Watch the screen, watch the screen!
Yes!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready!
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive the coach crazy.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Mariota. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
47's the mic. 47.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what could hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Flat.
55's my guy.
Now Foles. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your